God. Oh, my God.
That footage there from a school bus driver's dash cam that they do have now caught an image of these two kids trying to cross street, get on the bus. As you can tell, once the bus stops and doors open, that stop sign tends to flip out. They were narrowly escaped this car that decided to just fly on through it. I think it's even dark outside. This is some early morning stuff. Well, one more shot of this though. It has a slowed down version of it. How closely they barely escaped from that. So the guy who did that, if you're wondering, this guy's crazy. He shouldn't have a license. You'd be onto something, because his name is Joseph Padgett Jr. He's 35 years old, and my man does not have said license that you're wondering about. He was arrested shortly after that incident for reckless driving, improper passing, and driving with a revoked license. I'm not sure where he was going, but apparently he was in a rush to get there. This is one of those things where you hear it constantly over and over again. You first are learning to drive and you get these types of things happen. And you're like, well, it's not a big deal. It's just the bus stop. I'll see if there's any kids coming. I don't think he even thought that far into it, because there's multiple other instances of this that you probably could imagine have happened. I'm not sure if you guys have been involved in these things though. But first, we got others that happen though. But Trey, if you're the parent who sees your kids barely escape death like this, I'm looking to find the guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, my kids like walk to school, and I'll have, I'll just picture like a car jumping the curb or something, because you just never know, because there's so many people out there like this who are just like, this guy's one of those people. There's all these drivers, you see them all the time, where they're like, doesn't everybody else know that I have to be somewhere right now? This is completely unacceptable. It's like everybody that's on the road has somewhere they have to be. You're not special, but they just have this attitude. I thought he was going to come. I actually hadn't seen that video yet, because that was a more recent edition. I thought he was going to come from the other way. And I was like, well, it's dark. Maybe he didn't realize it was a bus until it's too late or something. But he like passes them on a double yellow, and there's no mistaking a school bus for anything else. The red lights are flashing, like it's just completely egregious and unacceptable. And even in a world filled with the kind of terrible drivers that we all encounter every day, that's pretty wild.
Maybe they should put some flashers on these school buses. Maybe paint them a bright color. So that
exactly. Something like that. Make them really stick out. Make them hard to miss. That would help. Yeah.
This guy thought it was a tree or something he was trying to drive around. Another incident from 2019. The first one was in North Carolina that we just saw, but another one of a Houston mom sent her kids off to school, and this other car blew past them as well. Check that out, you guys.
Oh yeah, that's Melina. A Houston mother, like so many, trying to capture the excitement of her daughter's first week of kindergarten Wednesday afternoon. It was the first day her daughter rode the bus to and from school.
There goes Melina.
But heartwarming quickly became heart-stopping.
No, wait, stop!
A car caught blowing past the school bus just feet away from 5-year-old Melina.
They don't even stop. They don't slow down.
Watch again. You can see the stop sign extending from the side of the stopped bus moments before the car races right past it.
So yeah, Trey, that instance is what I was expecting as well too, before we actually saw it coming, because that's where people may think, oh, kids are getting off the bus and they're exiting to the right. I kind of don't have to stop at this one. Again, it's the basic ass rule that comes with driving, that of course, no matter which way it's going, these things have to happen. And even if you are going to do the risky and illegal maneuver of just going past it, these folks are doing it fast. That's the other part I don't just get.
Yeah, well, like I said, they got places to be, JR. Okay, like they got to get there. They got appointments to make, people to see. It's important. Who cares if a couple kids get plowed along the way? I'm sure they don't think about it that way, but they just don't care about any of the. Nothing is more important to them than them not being inconvenienced on their drive to wherever they're going. I mean, either that or they're just like the most oblivious people on planet Earth, which, I could also buy. That wouldn't be too surprising to me. So I could see it going either way or both.
Yeah, it's honestly, who was I telling? I was telling my wife's from Toronto, and I don't really see school buses that much anymore. Maybe because it's LA. And I was like, did people just not take them? And maybe people forgot the normal natural rules. Again, this was Houston and North Carolina, so I assume it's all the same in those particular areas. But I guess kids are walking. They're hitting their bikes. They're on the city buses. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's the city.
Like I said, My kids walk. A lot of the kids in their school ride bikes and stuff. And yeah, I also noticed that. But look, in my experience, you're either in a place where there are school buses or you're in a place where there are not. And if you're in a place where they're not, they might use them for field trips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But generally they're not around. But like if in both of these instances, I guarantee you these people weren't like, what is that strange yellow object like that I've never seen before? Like what a school bus? When did we start that? Like if they're there at all, I'm sure they're not a rarity. I'm sure they're around, every school day during the school year. So
who are these little people getting off? I don't know what they're taking them to.